So, after speaking to tens of thousands of guys who want to make money online, there is a very, very clear pattern that I've noticed on why they don't succeed. And out of these two options, which one do you think it is? Is it number one, the fact that they don't have the skill? They don't have the skill of starting a business or hiring staff, managing people, and they don't have the skills of sales and so on, and to actually building the business itself? Or is it option number two, they don't have the funds, they don't have the budget, they don't have the money and the capital to actually hire people, to pay for somebody to build their website and so on? And believe it or not, it's actually neither of them. It's actually something so simple and in front of everyone's eyes, but a lot of people fail to understand it. And before I tell you and explain to you exactly what this thing is and how you can avoid it in this simple video, let me tell you a quick story. Now, this story relates exactly to what this is and how I personally have seen one of my close friends go through this. Now, I obviously won't mention his name, but let's just say the story starts back in rainy UK in England. It was late October, close to my birthday. And, I was in a pretty shitty place in my life at this point. I unfortunately lost a close family member. Well, yeah, my dad. I've said this before in a video before. I didn't have any money, and I was working a door-to-door job. So I was walking around in a cold, pouring rain, knocking on doors, trying to sell shit. It wasn't great, as you can imagine, and I had one friend in this job, and he was actually from my hometown as well. So we went to school together, and I knew him for quite a long time. Now, he was the reason why I really got along with him, and I knew him here and there, but at this job, that's where I really got close to him as a friend. And I think one of the main reasons is because he was also very ambitious. He always wanted more. He was always talking about this, ways of making money, and I loved it. That is the stage that I was at. I needed to make money to help my mum, to then also actually be able to help myself. Actually get out of debt, start traveling the world, and just do whatever I wanted. And he was also in the same mindset. Now, we're doing this job, working, knocking on doors, blah, blah. And there was this one morning where he came up to me in the office and he was like, bro, there's this way, you want to make money online. That's what you want to do. You want to make money online, you want to start a business, and when you make money online, you can travel the world, work from wherever, from your laptop, you don't have a boss, etc. He was kind of low-key telling me this in the office so nobody could hear. And yeah, it made a lot of sense, of course. Okay, I never really thought of it, but yeah, this makes so much sense. And the business model that he was talking about, this was SMMA, a social media marketing agency. And, he was showing me some videos here and there, and he was just explaining the business model, and it made so much sense. The business model requires not a lot of skill. It doesn't require any capital to start. And you simply reach out to other businesses and you say, hey, I'm young. I know how social media works. You're old. You don't have the time. I'll do it for you, right? In simple terms. And I was like, well, this makes sense. Okay. So that same night, I finished my shift. I went home and I got obsessed. I started watching every single video there was. I started learning about SMA. And before you know it, a couple of days later, there's enough YouTube videos out there where I understood the absolute fundamentals and the basics. And the only thing that was left for me was to actually start doing outreach. Now, that's me within the first couple of days. And then we carried on doing this job, blah, blah, blah. And long story short, I'm going to fast forward about a couple of months here. I ended up leaving that job because, long story short, there's a ceiling where I couldn't get promoted any further. I was doing everything I was meant to, and they just weren't promoting me. And I was like, you know what, screw this. I can do better by myself. So I quit. And I started going all in with this SMA business model, right? This is a good couple of years ago. And all I was doing was just cold calling 100 businesses every single day, 100 every day without a miss. I kept calling, and of course I was getting just rejections, no. I got the odd meeting, but then when I got into the meeting, they were like, why should I work with you? You have no case studies, no results, how do I trust you? And again, I'm going to kind of fast track this because I want to keep this short and sweet, the story. I ended up, getting some clients for very, very cheap, like £200, £500 a month, and very slowly started building up my kind of portfolio and case study, etc. And then kind of now fast forward 6 months, I made a bit of money. I was able to help my mum at this point. I went on a couple of holidays and I was able to move into my own apartment, which is incredible. That was a dream to me, right? And I met this friend just randomly at a coffee shop, right? Again, this was back in my hometown because we lived in pretty much the same area. And we just had a quick catch up, like, hey bro, how's everything going, And, I was telling him, I was like, bro, remember this thing that you were talking about, this SMA, the social media marketing stuff? Yeah, I've been doing it. I've been doing calls, I've been getting clients, I'm now making this much money, and I've been able to do this. What about yourself? I hope you're doing well. And he was just doing the same thing. And I was like, the same door-to-door job. And I was like, what? Like, I couldn't fathom, like, you are the one that told me about it. I was gonna assume that you're like at least a couple of steps ahead of me. And no, he was still doing the door-to-door job. And I was like, why? He was like, no, I'm gonna do it, bro. I'm just learning right now. I'm just learning. I'm watching a few more videos. I'm learning, and then I'm gonna do it. And I was like, all right, well, okay, sure. I'm not gonna like press him on it. Like, yeah, he's learning. All right, cool. Well, but like, hurry up, I was thinking in my head. But okay, he was learning. Cool, no problem. Now, here we're gonna fast forward kind of 2 years. And at this point, I was able to really start traveling the world, making a lot of money. I also started learning about OFM, this business model, which nobody was talking about at the time. And it just happened by chance that I met a girl in Spain who was doing OnlyFans. I started helping her with basically my marketing agency, and that's kind of how OFM spawned. And OFM was like genuinely fucking 5-10 times easier, quicker to make money. And I was telling him about it back home. I was messaging him online because, again, we're just friends. I'm trying to help him out here. And I was telling him, he was like, oh my God, this makes so much sense. Yes, bro, yeah, I'm gonna learn about it. Let's go. Now, this is where the 2 years kind of skip forward to. I fly back, and by the way, to give you the context here, by this point, I have retired my mother. I've gone on numerous holidays. I've got my mother a house. I've got a couple of supercars here in Dubai. I moved to Dubai. I've got a villa here. I'm doing okay, right? I'm doing pretty good in life. And I took a holiday to go surprise my mum for her birthday. She had no idea. I visited. And long story short, went for a family meal, right? Went for a meal out in the same town. And as I was getting out an R8, like an Audi R8, which I rented, by the way, because I don't own cars in the UK, he's seen that, wow, he ran over to me, Marcus, no way. And I was like, no way, what are the chances of me meeting you? And again, we had a quick catch up, right? We spoke for several minutes whilst my family went into the restaurant. And I was like, bro, like, this is what I'm doing. I'm doing OFM. It's so much easier. It's doing this and this. What about yourself, bro? Have you got clients yet? Like, I've been basically giving him free mentorship at the time. He's like, bro, I will. Like, not yet. And I'm like, in my head, I'm thinking, what the fuck are you doing? You have literally seen me, and I'm no different to you. I'm from the same place as you are. I have the same opportunities. I have the same everything as yourself. And you are still thinking and learning. What on earth are you doing? And this is the biggest pitfall for most people on why they don't succeed in anything, whether it's SMA, OFM, e-com, dropshipping, it doesn't matter. The biggest pitfall for most people is they fucking think too much. They are the people in the middle who are just thinking, they're thinking about this, they want to learn a little bit more before they take action and just want to learn and think. Now, my friend, if you think for too long, you'll think yourself into delaying to actually start working on the business, to actually doing the outreach, to actually getting your first clients. Yes, you're going to make mistakes, but you're going to learn from them, right? Stop saying, oh yeah, one day. Instead, start saying today is day one, right? Now, whether for you personally, this is about to be step one that you're going to take into start on your business, or it's the next step. It doesn't matter. Either way, you're going to either celebrate or learn from it. If it's your first step, you're probably going to make a lot of mistakes and you're going to learn from them. If it's your next step, just take that action, just take that risk, and who knows, if it's the right step, you're gonna celebrate it. And this is the biggest pitfall, again, in any single business model and at every single stage. People think too much. People overcomplicate things, and things really aren't that difficult. Don't get me wrong. You might be looking at me, somebody who you might think knows it all and has got it all figured out. My friend, I make mistakes on a daily basis, on a weekly basis. Nobody knows exactly what is the next step to take, but you just have to do it. Especially for me, no one's really done what I'm doing in OFM. I'm quite literally one of the first people. So look at me as a prime example. I still take action and sometimes I make mistakes, right? There's been multiple times for both my agency and my coaching business where I thought, this is it. I don't know how we're gonna come back from this one. Might have to wrap it up here, boys, right? And I still just learn from it, I adapt, and I take action. So, what is the actionable steps from this video for yourself? So if you have been sitting here on YouTube watching my videos about OFM, My friend, whether you actually enroll into our coaching program where we keep you accountable, that's one of the things that we do, that we actually help you with. We make sure that you actually do what we teach you to do and you do it on a consistent weekly basis, therefore you actually get results, or it's just you do it yourself. But the thing is, if you're gonna do it by yourself, right, why haven't you so far? I think for a lot of you guys, there is something missing. That certain aspect of accountability, for a lot of you guys, that's what you're missing. And that is exactly what a coaching mentorship group is all about. And again, this video genuinely isn't just to like sell my coaching program. Obviously, that's always going to be incentivized, but you can genuinely just go with somebody else. My life isn't going to change, my friend. I'm doing pretty well. But I want you personally, because I genuinely appreciate all of you guys watching my videos, leaving a like on this video, subscribing and sharing my content, etc., and helping me. I just genuinely want to help you. But the thing is, you have to help yourself. And for a lot of you, you're just sitting there waiting and thinking, this business makes sense. This guy's making a lot of money. But I don't know about me. I'm a special snowflake. I don't think it'll work for me because I have not enough skill. I'm not very tech savvy. I don't have a lot of money. I don't have a mentor. I don't have this. There's lots of people that can keep saying loads and loads and loads of different excuses. But no one's going to help you but yourself. And nobody cares about you as much as you do. Trust me, this is God's honest truth. And you need to take that action. So thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoy this video, leave a like on this video and leave a comment if I should do more of these. And let me know what you personally are struggling with when it comes to mindset. And I might make a video about it.